The baklava, the Balawa. I'm gonna keep saying both words in this episode. It's gonna drive you guys crazy. It's driving me crazy. My neighbor just stuck the middle finger at me. He's like, yo, just say one word, freaking piece of crap. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Deadass Kitchen. I'm your host Fazat, and in today's episode, we are making some baklava, some Balawa, whatever you guys want to call it. This is possibly my favorite dessert of all time. Legit, it's like crack. I mean, I can't say that. It's like crack. Every time I have it, you can't just have one bite, which is why I like pray to God that my mom only makes it like once a year. And so this is her recipe. She's been making it since we were really young. So it seems like a really complicated dessert. I always thought that it was a complicated dessert until my mom ran down the steps with me when I was younger. It is literally Fillo Dough, some ghee. Ghee is cow lard. It's a type of clarified butter, some pistachios, white sugar. That is legit all you need to make baklava. And of course, Balawa or baklava, the biggest difference between them is that one is Arab and one is Greek. The Greek version is a lot more puffy, a lot more flaky, and they usually use bigger pieces of walnuts or pistachios, not as refined and finely milled as a baklava. And also they tend to use honey. We make our own simple syrup. I'll show you guys how to make simple syrup from scratch. Every time you do this recipe, you're gonna get better at it. Also, before we go ahead and start with this video, I really appreciate if you guys subscribe to my channel, click on the little notification bell to always get alerts and updates from me when I post a new video. So whether you on the subway, whether you coming back from a booty call, you gotta be like, excuse me sir, excuse me ma'am, I gotta watch Deadass Kitchen right now. And that's how you know it's love. All right guys, so let's get started. So I put 1 cup of ghee in here. I'm gonna go ahead and microwave it, get it all melted. And once I do that, I'm gonna get started on the base of baklava. All right, so my pan, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't know the measurements of this. This looks like, is this a loose leaf? It's probably a loose leaf. So this is like a legal size paper for all of y'all work in an office. If you guys don't work in an office, this is like a couple $100 bills stacked next to each other. That's stupid. So I'm gonna go ahead and just like scoop out. Guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know the measurements. Whatever you guys take it as, I'm just gonna trust you guys eyeballing it. Arabs, we just cook with love and hard-headedness. You know, that's how our countries run. Just love and hard-headedness. The unity. Yo, once I saw how my mom makes this, I'm like, no wonder, bro. No wonder I got that cake. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, I covered the entire base of this with some ghee. Make sure you get legit every corner, because when we cut the baklava, we're gonna cut it all the way through, so the top and the bottom, the ghee seeps through. So every bite is a heart attack waiting to happen. Go ahead and open this box. This is what it looks like when you take it out of the box. It's usually wrapped in a paper. Be super, super careful with this. The most important thing about Fillo Dough is that you take it out of the fridge and you let it thaw outside, so it's nice and soft when you like put it on the pan. If it's frozen, it's not gonna move at all. So you have to make sure it's nice and soft, you know? It's the one time you want something nice and soft. So this is what it's gonna look like, guys. But when you unwrap it, you have to be able to manhandle this dough, all right? No choice. All right, I'm gonna move my tray to the side. It's nice and greased. Remember, that's step 1. This is what the Fillo Dough is gonna look like. Easily to manage, easily to move. So I would say this is about 20 to 25 sheets, individual sheets. So similar to how to make a croissant, every layer usually has butter in between it. So we're gonna go ahead and grab 2 sheets. And every 2 sheets you put on the tray, you're gonna go ahead and smear the ghee on top of it to make sure every bite is like nice and golden. All right guys, this is the hard part. This is the one time to be gentle AF with something soft. All right, let's go ahead. This is hard. This is so hard. It's soft. It's so ironic. Grab 2. So these sheets are 13 by 18. I'm pretty sure this pan is like 8.5 by 11. No, it's a legal size loose leaf. Pretty sure. Maybe like 8.5 by 16. So I'm gonna keep manipulating it until I get a perfect corner. All right, I'm gonna press that down. If it's breaking, it's fine. So we go ahead, take that ghee. Not that much. I say not that much, and I like use half a cup on each layer. Not that much. That's 5 heart attacks. I'm gonna do it for the next couple layers to get it going for you guys, and then I'm just gonna fast forward to show you the finished result, how it's gonna look. You're not gonna do every layer. You're gonna do only half of this. So you have 20 sheets. You're gonna stop at 10, and we're gonna work on the filling. So who do you think is gonna win the Super Bowl?
I don't fucking care.
We're just in it for the hot guys and the chicken wings. So half the sheets are on here. Every 2 layers, we went ahead and put the ghee. And so now we're gonna make the middle part, which is the pistachio and the sugar mixture. Oh shit, look who's back in the episode. It's Bella.
Hey.
So we're gonna go ahead and use the food processor to get the pistachios and the sugar mixture. You can either add the sugar with it. I usually don't put the sugar inside the mixture because it gets stuck in the machine and I don't have time to clean it. So I'm gonna add the sugar after the pistachios are grinded. So we need about 2 cups of raw pistachios, but do not overwhelm the processor. Just put them in gradually. Key thing that I didn't mention before, you don't want to over process the nuts. You still want them to be crunchy, so you kind of want them, chopped. We're going to go ahead and mix in about 1 or 2 cups of sugar, depending how sweet you want it. This is what goes in your body, kids. This thing. This makes this. You don't want that. Do you want that? You might want that. Kim Kardashian wants that. All right, so I mixed in 1 cup. I don't need any more than that. I can usually eyeball when there's enough sugar. It's gonna have equal ratios of sugar to pistachio. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the edges right now. It's gonna be easy for me to put the pistachios. Before I add the pistachios, I need to add 1 more layer of ghee to get the middle portion nice and buttered up. All right, let's go ahead and put this in the middle. Cue The Middle by Zed.
Why do you just make me in the middle?
See, we don't have to pay royalties for this. Keep going, Bella. So once we got all the pistachios on there, I'm gonna go ahead and even it out. Also, if possible, we're gonna go ahead and push that in to get it nice and compact in there. I'm gonna go ahead and do that at the very end once we get the remaining layers on. Now that it's nice and flattened out, I equally distributed the pistachios all around, pressed it in there. I'm gonna continue for the first 2 steps that we did, placing every 2 sheets with some ghee, and then we're gonna go ahead and cut the baklava. That's what it looks like. I cut the edges, it fits perfectly. Here comes the somewhat tricky part. We have to go ahead and make a design and cut the baklava evenly. The reason why I say it's tricky is because you have to make sure that you cut it all the way through, so when you serve it and someone pulls it apart, it doesn't destroy the entire thing. Also, it's important that it touches the bottom of your knife, so the ghee on top goes all the way through, and then the simple syrup drains all the way through, so every bite gets equal amount of distribution of ghee and simple syrup. So I'm gonna cut it in 3 rows. I still think some pieces are a little bit too big, so you can go ahead and just make them into triangles. So I cut some in triangles, diagonal, some in smaller rectangles. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the remainder of the ghee on top, and that's how you get the nice golden color on the top as well. Okay, that's what it looks like when you pour the remainder of it. We're gonna put that aside, and let's start on the simple syrup. So you need 2 cups of white sugar, half a lemon, and 1 cup of water. And we're gonna go ahead and boil that and just keep stirring. Make sure the syrup does not burn. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks on the stove. All right guys, so I took it out of the oven. So how I knew it was done is that edges get golden. Right when you take it out of the oven, you wanna pour this in. So this is a little bit warm, it's not boiling hot, and this is still piping hot. So it can go all the way through, and once it cools down, the simple syrup hardens on the bottom. So there you have it, guys. This is the final result. This is the baklava. Super simple, quick, easy, and you can impress anyone with this recipe. It really does not take a chef or a baker to make this. This is a little bit of patience, a little bit of love, and a lot of dead ass to get this shit right. If you guys can go ahead and like and comment down below, I really appreciate it. Please hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell in the corner to always get updates and alerts when I upload new videos. I will continue to do Arab recipes. It seems that you guys really want to see that. Keep it real, keep it dead ass. I'll see you guys soon. You know, sometimes like a banana is all you need. Crazy. Like some people hate bananas. You gotta scare me, you know what I'm saying? Like this is like the best fruit ever. It's like nature's candy. Honestly, like whoever says that is crazy. Like they're on drugs. Like Snickers is Snickers.